Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and all other placements. Everyone, all signs, welcome or welcome back to Sacred Light Tarot. This is Anna, and it is the weekend, Friday, but we are going to take a look at what to expect over the weekend. We're going to do this kind of like we do every week. So cross watchers, if you are watching for a Virgo, as this has been a Virgo only channel, that will be changing at the first of the year. I will begin incorporating all other signs as time allows. Okay, so please do consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and joining the soul family here. We do Virgo readings every single day, but as time allows, I will begin incorporating all other signs, Aries through Pisces. Yep, I'm glad that flipped over. Yeah, whenever I shuffle, I don't know how, but they always end up in the reverse. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at your weekend, guys. So let's cleanse the space with a brief loud noise in 3, 2, 1. Alright, Spirit, Source, Almighty, Divine, Adonai, Elohim, show the collective, my soul family, what it is that they need to know for the best and highest good for this weekend. What is the overall energy for this weekend, guys? Let's go ahead and take a look. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay, some of you may be investing into something new. Okay, this could be anything, honestly. We're approaching the beginning of the new year, so you may be thinking about moving. You may be thinking about getting a new vehicle. You may be thinking about what you want to invest in as far as work is concerned. Okay, some of you may be switching jobs or have the idea to switch jobs whenever the first quarter begins in January, as people are hiring. Interesting that we have the Three of Swords in the guys, I'm gonna have to redirect. Okay, Spirit, what are the energies for Saturday? What are the energies for Saturday? Could be dealing with a marriage here, guys. Okay, the Hierophant coming out. What are the energies that we are dealing with, wanting to come out, should I say? What are the energies that we are dealing with here on Saturday, please, Spirit? What are the energies that we are dealing with here on Saturday? If it wants to come back out, then it will. Well, you know, there you go. An ending. Death and transformation, Scorpionic energy. Okay, some of you could be looking back at the past and the seeds that were planted that failed to bear any fruit. Okay. Yeah, I've kind of been seeing this yet. The Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Two of Pentacles, the Hermit, Virgo energy. You may be going back and forth on whether or not this is something that you want to continue investing in. If it feels like a relationship, the Two of Pentacles or the Two of Cups. Honestly, it could be a family member or someone that you have a close tie with, a best friend even. If the Lovers comes out, I have to say, okay, with the Hierophant that wanted to jump out as an extra message from Spirit Source, okay, I have to say that, yeah, this very well could possibly be a high level of commitment here, okay? The energies for Sunday, please, Spirit, the energies for Sunday. The energies for Sunday. Some of you may be having the intention to close out a cycle and begin something fresh and new at the beginning of the Chariot. There's distance here. Okay, this could be a factor. Emotional distance, physical distance, whatever the case may be. It feels like the relationship is becoming more and more unsupportable here, and you're wondering whether or not it's worth continuing to invest in. Underneath the deck, we do have the King of Wands, the Fool. Yeah, there's a desire to take a leap of faith because you feel like you're ignored. The Five of Pentacles here, okay, being left out in the cold. Aries and Aquarius energy here, Cancerian energy in the Chariot. Remember, with the Seven of Pentacles, we did see the Ace of Pentacles underneath the deck, indicating that, yeah, you could be thinking about investing in something new and stable, a fresh new beginning here. Very, very interesting. Some of you could travel for work, and that's kind of a deal breaker here. Your partner is tired of it. Whatever the case may be, partner, husband, wife, whatever the dynamic is that you two share. Advice, please, Spirit. Advice for the collective's best and highest good. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams, signs, synchronicities, etc., etc. These are all major arcana, guys. This is not a small thing whenever all major arcanas come out, except for one here on the table. This is a big damn shift, alright? And in the subconscious energies, we do have the Eight of Cups, walking away from something emotionally here, distancing yourself. Something is no longer fulfilling in an emotional capacity, and it could be, I'm sensing here, this is the empathic energies. For those of you who are new to the channel, I read intuitively. I read empathically. I receive downloads from Spirit Source and the Almighty Divine. I do pay attention to the messages that come through in the cards. I also have a background in psychology, so human nature plays a large role in the things that I do discuss. With that in mind, I am no longer licensed and not. Please, if you do have any questions in regards to mental health, seek professional advice, okay? That's in the disclaimer. I just have to go ahead and put that out there for those of you who are new. But yeah, you do have emotion here, and I think that is the problem. I'm feeling like that's the problem here. These cups, by the way, they're full of emotion, not just love. This can be any kind of emotion, okay? This could be resentment, this could be frustration. Whatever that may be, you have a lot of it. Judgment. Yeah, you're making a final judgment call. Scorpionic energy. Alright, this could be a spiritual awakening. This could be an aha moment. Okay, your intuition could be telling you that something is off here. We'll get more in depth whenever we clarify. So let's go ahead and jump into that. Cancer and Pisces energy, by the way, very much could be dealing with a Cancer here. We do have the Chariot and the High Priestess. Cancer and Pisces energy. Cancer here in the Chariot. Spirit, the Seven of Pentacles here. The Seven of Pentacles. What is up with the Seven of Pentacles? The Seven of Pentacles can be planting seeds in an effort to invest in something and watch it grow into what is ultimately the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, I wanted to say the Ten of Cups. Okay, so for me to say that, this may be something that involves family. Yeah, the Seven of Swords. You are very much pushing back on this. 7-7 could be significant here for some of you. The Empress, yeah, it does feel like a very high level of commitment. The Empress, the wife of the Tarot, the mother of the Tarot. You could share children together with this individual. The Magician, you're manifesting something brand new here. Virgo and Gemini energy, Taurus and Libra here, Jupiter energy. Yeah, you're manifesting your personal wish fulfillment here. All right, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, guys. But whatever this is, it feels like you have your boundaries up, possibly because they've been crossed one too many times, okay? You may have had this discussion, if this does have to do with someone traveling, quite a few times, and this person's promised, you know, I'm going to talk to my boss, I'm going to see what I can do to maybe be a digital nomad, okay? Work from home. But that just hasn't happened yet, and it kind of feels like you may be saying, you know what, I just can't do this anymore. I have to look after, this isn't making me happy. It really isn't. Justice, yeah, for some of you there could be legalities involved here. You're considering legalities, okay? If you own property together, if you have any sort of a contract on which you have signed your name, this could be anything from marriage to a lease on a car, guys, okay? Libra energy here. You don't deny that you do have a strong soul bond with this person, and I think that's what's making this so difficult. This feels like something that you've been going back and forth with, that Two of Pentacles underneath the deck, for quite some time. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands sometimes wears a mask. Fake it till you make it, okay? Very passionate, also very headstrong, okay? As the mother of a Leo, I'll tell you, fire signs, yeah, very headstrong, very stubborn. Not that I don't love you guys, I do, and I love my daughter to death. But she will literally, she will literally tell it like it is. She today at HEB, she hollered out the window at the guy who was coming to the curbside and directed him. She said, "There's a cart in the back. You can put it in there." I'm like, damn. Okay, all right, Miss Ma'am. You just go ahead and tell it. You just go ahead and why am I even here? I guess I'm just the chauffeur. So yeah, very headstrong. Also very passionate, creative. Knows what they want. The Queen of Wands. Okay. You may also be realizing your worth and your value. With self-assurance does come that ability to see yourself here in that Empress energy. Okay, I deserve more than what I'm being given. Libra energy underneath the deck. It could be an unequal give and take. You feel like this person gives you time when they have time, and that could be due to distance or travel. Okay, really. The death, please, Spirit. The death. Scorpionic energy, the death. Guys, don't get freaked out by the death, okay? Death is merely, as you see that it represented here in this card very, very beautifully, death and rebirth, the phoenix rising from the ashes, okay? From that which has perished, new life will arise. That was channeled, by the way. Whenever you hear me go into something that sounds very lyrical, one of my spirit guides, I have no idea who, has a silver tongue. So whenever you hear something like that, you know that that is a channeled message, guys. The Queen of Cups, yeah, like I said, there's a lot of emotion. That was underneath the deck. This could be disappointment. I'm kind of getting, you know, they're giving me, oh my gosh, my spirit guides know me too well. And like I said, I have been assigned spirit guides who are just unique. I'm telling you. They're giving me Papa Roach's or Falling in Reverse's last resort. This is my last resort. I think you've tried everything that you can to keep this together, okay? The Knight of Pentacles. You're moving slowly forward here, away from this, as referenced by the Eight of Cups underneath the deck. You're needing to make a decision here, and you're using your intuition to do so. Your intuition, for those of you who I'm speaking to, I feel like is very, very prominent. Yeah, because this is not an equal give and take. The Six of Pentacles, when it does come out here in the reading, it tells me that in the past, you've experienced an inequality. Okay, you see the scales in the dog's mouth here? This is telling me that, yeah, as hard as you have tried and as much emotion as you do have for the situation, it just has never quite been fair in your mind, okay? You may have been always traveling to see this person if they live at a distance, all right? Yeah. This is holding you back, and it needs to end. You know... The High Priestess again, okay, double High Priestess. There's a deep knowing here, an inner knowing. The High Priestess is a very spiritual card, a very spiritual being. She sits between, that book that she holds in her lap is the Torah. On this pillar is a bee, not pictured here, but it is a bee representing the Buddha. On this pillar is a J, Yeshua, Jesus. Okay, she is she's very quiet. You may be doing this in silence. Okay, you may be moving in silence at this time, setting things into motion, knowing that an ending needs to occur, but not quite putting the final nail in the coffin. Even though you are coming to the realization that you no longer want this, that it is holding you back, possibly from this personal wish fulfillment and a brand new beginning here with something that is going to be more stable. The fact that the Ace of Pentacles is underneath the deck is telling me that you're craving stability. Ipso facto, stability is something that you're not experiencing at this time. Capricorn energy here in the Devil. Very interesting. The Chariot, please, Spirit. The Chariot. Please forgive. I sometimes shuffle off camera, guys, in an effort to keep the microphone from rocking because it is on a boom. And, yeah. If I turn the noise suppression off, then you cannot hear the high tone of the cleansing bowl over here off camera. The Chariot, please, Spirit. The Chariot. The Chariot? What is this chariot? Okay. Yes. I understand. Underneath the deck, the Nine of Swords. Whenever this person isn't around, you stress. Whether this is warranted or not, you stress. You don't like this person being gone. You don't like this person being distant. For some of you, I'm really feeling like, yeah, this has to do with them not being in your vicinity all of the time. This feels like a long distance connection. We do have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're feeling left out in the cold here. Alright, you feel like this person is ignoring you. They could be younger than you. You could be younger than them. Take it as it resonates. But the Page of Pentacles here, it feels like when they do give to the situation, this is not the Knight of Pentacles. This is not the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Pentacles. This is merely a page. You almost feel like, yeah, they give when they can. And when they do, it's not enough. And I don't want you to take that in the wrong way and that sound bad. But it seems like you're noticing that the more you give, the less you notice that this person is putting in, okay? You may be saying, you know what? Let's move in together. Let's close this gap of distance. And they say, well, you know, I can't because... Look at that. The Five of Swords, yeah. It feels like this person is making excuses and playing mind games. You want to heal this situation, maybe have tried to heal the situation in the past. We have 5-5 here. Five of Pentacles underneath the deck. There's a distinct sense that you have had it whenever it comes to... And the Nine of Swords underneath the deck... Okay, Sagittarius energy here in the Temperance. I feel like you're redirecting. This is a card of transmutation. I feel like you are redirecting your efforts here. It's also a very intuitive card. So for some of you, yes, your intuition, you're very on point. What you've been thinking of or what you've been feeling, this person's not ready to commit is what it feels, okay? And they're intentionally keeping this distance between you two. That is the feeling that I'm getting. Instead of pouring into this relationship and trying to heal it, you're coming to the realization that it is time to pour into your own cup. Okay, guys. The Nine of Swords underneath the deck, you're really tired of overthinking this situation. The King of Pentacles, you long for stability. The King of Swords cuts out what no longer serves him. This may be an honest conversation that you're having that, yeah, you feel like you've been betrayed. Alright? I don't have the Knight of Wands here, but this feels like a very inconsistent and in and out energy. This reminds me of some other readings that we have had in the recent past. This one really feeling like it may be coming to an end. This may be the final straw. This is the final nail in the coffin, so to speak here, guys. The High Priestess, please, Spirit, as the advice. Listen to your intuition. It hasn't steered you wrong yet, okay? Spirit's saying, yep, yep. Damn. Yeah. Give me just a minute here, guys. Take a leap of faith. Ultimately, we saw it underneath the deck. You knew it was coming. Distance yourself. Take a leap of faith away from this devil. Okay? It's been holding you back from taking this leap of faith, oddly enough. Capricorn energy here. Aries and Aquarius here in the Fool. Taking a leap of faith and starting out on a new path. This is card 0 in the Major Arcana. Okay? What is interesting to me is that we have the 21st card in the Major Arcana, which is the World, the last card in the Major Arcana. You are 100% closing out a cycle, okay? The World. Distance, again, this could literally mean Distance as in like overseas distance, okay? Long distance relationships are difficult enough whenever you live 2.5 hours away from someone, let alone an entire continent or an ocean away from someone. I get it. Not saying that you don't. I'm on your side here. Guys, it is time. This has shown, it's proven itself to be unstable. Okay? Your intuition has been, I feel here that your intuition has been telling you this for quite some time. You're finally now putting your plan into action to bring forth stability, the Queen of Pentacles. Even if it does mean going through some heartache here. This is absolutely, most definitely an ending. With the Hierophant coming out underneath the deck, this person may have made promises. This person may have alluded to the fact that this was going to be something that would turn long-term, stable. And for some of you, you are just damn tired of waiting. I gotta say it. Alright? Judgment. Archangel Gabriel, in the form of a dog, yes. But nevertheless, blowing the trumpet, calling people up from, it is the day of reckoning, calling the puppies up from their coffins. That sounds so messed up. But yes, it is a call. Okay, stop giving me this image, please, Spirit. No, They're showing a scene from Pet Sematary. Please don't. Please don't. That gave me nightmares as a child. Scorpionic energy, very heavy Scorpio, okay? Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio here in the fixed signs of the world. Sorry, guys. This is not something that I should be laughing about. It's the scene that they gave me. And it was very disturbing, but also with what I had said earlier about the puppies being called forth from their coffins, it hit really wrong. And I have a very dark sense of humor. Those of you who are new to the channel, I have a very off color and dark sense of humor, okay? Blame it on my Scorpio rising, alright? But yeah, I am also my own best friend. Not a lot of people can handle being around me. The Judgment. Scorpionic energy, as I said before. Yeah, you're making a final judgment call here in this situation. Either that or you're coming to clarity and epiphany. This can be a spiritual awakening, okay? You're having an awakening here that really there is nothing that you can do to change the dynamic of this relationship, even if you were to move, okay? That wanted to come out in the reverse for a reason. You're done going back and forth. Spirit says make a decision, and it's right next to the Judgment, okay? A final judgment. Close this cycle out, make a final judgment, make a final call here. Don't stop going back and forth, okay? The Five of Wands, yeah. There's been conflict and competition. Maybe for your person's attention. Maybe for the relationship in general. And Spirit is really asking you to listen to your intuition and see if all of this conflict, drama, there could have been arguments, there could have been back and forths between you and this particular individual. Is it really worth it? Okay, so on Saturday, we're seeing that, yeah, you're really thinking about this. On Sunday here, you're pretty much... You're kind of coming to a decision here. I really do see that. You're taking into account all of these factors and you're seeing them for the truth. Your advice here is pretty straightforward. The overall energy, the Seven of Pentacles, I kind of feel like you're doing a year in review. You're looking at the relationship and the totality of it and seeing that it is unsupportable, that it failed to get off of the ground despite your best efforts. And realizing here that you are wishing for the Magician doesn't have to be about active manifestation, but it can be about just wishing that things were different. Okay, wishing that thing. Be careful if you're thinking that. Okay, because different could be worse. So be very, very careful whenever you say, "I wish for things to be different." At the bottom of the deck, yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, you have been carrying this heavy burden, waiting on this 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups to come through. I kind of feel like this was a promise that someone defaulted on. Alright, guys. Let me know in the comments if this resonated with you. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully this gets out to your cross-watcher. Hopefully your person as a cross-watcher. If they do watch tarot, hey, if they don't, you know, just share it via email. Or to your page on social media. I don't have the Page of Swords here saying that they are actively keeping tabs on you. Alright? That right there is telling me that they're kind of in their own little world, disinterested. Maybe you're realizing that this person is a little selfish and concerned with their own happiness here, okay? Personal wish fulfillment. And always have been. Guys, this is a tough one. I'm gonna say I'm feeling the struggle here to try and make things work. It's like you're constantly fighting for this or standing up for this, and this person is just kind of like, well, you know, I feel a lot of excuses that are coming through this reading. I really, really am. We have Scorpio very heavily in this reading, alright? We have Taurus and Libra here, Jupiter energy in the Empress. We have the Magician, Mercurial energy, Mercury energy, Virgo and Gemini here in the Magician. We have Cancerian energy in the Chariot. Temperance is Sagittarius. We have Aries and Aquarius here in the, I think that's Uranus. Energy here in the Fool. We have Capricorn energy in the Devil, Cancer and Pisces here in the High Priestess, the World, all of the fixed signs here, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio, and Scorpio again showing up in the Judgment. Yeah, this is a lot of major arcana, so I do kind of feel like this was a difficult decision for you guys to make. Again, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I did not pull any oracles, okay? Spirit did not direct me to. But I'm being called. I feel as if I'm being called, if I can speak. I feel as if I'm being called to pull from this deck, okay? Spirit advice for the collective's best and highest good that you feel needs to come through. So this is the Elemental Empath. This is an amazing deck. I really, really enjoy this deck. It's full of a lot of symbology. It's full of a lot of wisdom, okay? We have the Four of Water, self-love, self-acceptance, self-care, compassion, and vulnerability. Okay, let's take a look at what the book has to say. This is really asking you to show yourself some self-love and self-care here. I feel like you're at a place, guys, where the only person that's showing you attention is you. Alright? The only person that's looking out for... You're kind of at this place where you're like, if no one else is going to look out for me, then I'm going to look out for me. Self-love is a journey, okay? It is at the core of much of our healing journey. It's a nuanced topic that involves years and layers of work. Wherever you are on your self-love journey, you are not alone. Most of us are on the same journey. Self-love isn't a switch we can turn on overnight. It's common to struggle with it, especially when society and media constantly point out all the images we should hate about ourselves. That's so true. Alright, if this is true, then you may have stayed in this relationship far longer than you knew you should have, thinking that you had to come to this place of seeing yourself as the Empress, as valued, okay? That Queen of Wands underneath the deck. Confidence, self-assurance, knowing that you deserve more in this situation. Maybe you like yourself, but have things that you want to change. Whenever you're on the spectrum of loving yourself or wherever you are on the spectrum of loving yourself is welcome. Self-love is a journey of little by little starting to accept ourselves as we are, while we continually change and grow on our journey. The core of self-love is really about self-acceptance and compassion. We are a society... God, this is so true. We as a society have tried hating ourselves as a form of self-control and motivation for too long. When we instead start to appreciate and love ourselves, we can act from a centered place of compassion instead of hatred. Guys, this is bringing up something very personal for me, and I'll share it for you in just a minute. It takes time to learn to love yourself, to be gentle, and try to accept where you are on this journey. Try to have compassion for yourself and begin to accept exactly where you are right now, even if you don't like that place. You could say something like, I accept that I don't fully love myself yet, and that's okay. I invite in compassion for myself and everything I'm doing on my journey. Inviting acceptance and compassion opens the door to accepting and loving yourself. The ego says, I am lovable because. The soul says, I am lovable because I am. I feel like those were the messages. If you would like to stay around for a personal story that I hope may inspire you, if you're struggling with self-love, if you identify with this card, then please do. Stick around. I invite you to. If not, then I feel like these were the messages, and I thank you greatly for being here with me today. I thank you for all the ways that you have supported and continue to support the channel. I wish you nothing but love, light, self-love, and healing as you go on this journey. And I will see you guys again here soon. A kiss. I used to be an athlete whenever I was younger, and I had trauma to my ankle, which meant that I could no longer do ballet. I could no longer be a competitive gymnast. I could no longer play basketball. I could no longer do a lot of things, and I continued eating in the same way that I did when I was involved in all of those sports. I never had an issue with weight until I lost the ability to be as active as I once was. I began gaining weight to the point where I would look in the mirror and I just hated what I saw. I couldn't bring myself to become anorexic because I had a love for food. It was comfort for me. So I had a love-hate relationship with food. What I began doing was binging and purging. And I did so for over 15 years. This went on through high school, college, and I can proudly say that now I've been practicing integrating a very balanced diet, very healthy, okay, following a intermittent fasting routine that works for me. I'm able to eat what I want, when I want, and maintain that shape. But for a long time, the shape that I have. But for the longest time, I hated what I saw in the mirror, and I resorted to what was basically self-harm. I didn't realize it at the time, but I dropped down to a level of about 92 pounds, I think was my lowest. And I'm 5'4" and a half. 5'5", 5'4" and a half. And even then, whenever I looked in the mirror, it's called body dysmorphic disorder. You have a skewed vision of what you see in the mirror versus what other people see. Okay? What I saw as overweight, other people saw as emaciated, underfed, unhealthy, and they would tell me that. But I was confident in what I saw in the mirror was not something that I wanted to see. I did have to do a lot of heavy soul searching and figure out that I could have a relationship with food that was both satisfying and healthy at the same time. So, with this in mind, yes, self-acceptance, self-care, compassion, and vulnerability. If you're struggling with anything close to that, self-image wise, please do talk with someone. Body dysmorphic disorder affects not only men, or not only women, but men as well. It's very prevalent in today's society when we are faced with social media influencers, when we have filters. Yes, guilty myself of using those, okay, whenever I don't feel like putting on makeup. Whenever we value, and we're beginning to do better as a society of incorporating different body sizes, okay, but we still have a long way yet to go. Alright, so guys, that's a little bit about me. So just know that I understand if you're experiencing an issue like this, but having a feeling of low self-esteem does not give anyone the right to make you feel unhappy, unloved, unwanted, unseen, or for them to not give to the situation, which I see is only causing you to question your own value here. Some of you are coming to the realization that you do deserve more, and for those of you who that applies to, congratulations. That is the first step toward accepting yourself. There's self-love meditations. There are self-love rituals that you can do. Practice taking time out, setting a day aside once a month, once every 6 months, whatever's convenient and economical for you to do, to show yourself some love. Get comfortable taking yourself out to dinner. Just you, yourself, and you. Okay, go to a spa. Do something that is relaxing for you. Go to a movie by yourself. Reassert your independence and know that you are enough on your own. Some of you may have sought validation from this person, and it only made things worse when you didn't receive it, because that only reinforced the idea that you were unlovable and unworthy. A self-fulfilling prophecy. See? I am undesirable because this person does not desire me. They're showing me. They're telling me. Therefore, I am undesirable. This is toxicity at its worst, and it not only impacts you as an individual, but the way that you view yourself as a person. Okay? That's the psychology behind this. Guys, really take care of yourself. If you feel the need to talk to someone, again, I urge you, please, please, please do. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing, even if you're a man, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Please do talk to someone about it and learn how you can combat these feelings of unworthiness and cultivate more feelings of self-love. Alright guys, I love you just the way you are. We are all perfect in our imperfections, and the idea of perfect and the idea of normal are simply labels that someone created a long time ago in order to give us a box to try to fit into. I'm weird, and I'm proud of it. I used to get bullied for it, but now I embrace it because it's what makes me an individual and unique as hell. Alright guys? So, with that, they're giving me Rage Against the Machine. Fuck what they tell you. Like I said, I got assigned some spirit guides that, I don't even know if they like being with me. Oh. But yeah, now you kind of have a little bit of an idea where I get the self-deprecating humor, the dark humor. I've used that as a coping mechanism. It's not the healthiest coping mechanism, but it's not unhealthy. Okay, it is normal, and it's in between. Okay, so if you find yourself coping with things with dark humor and you're saying, yeah, people don't like that and they call me weird, it's perfectly normal. Dark humor is a way that some people choose to cope with things. All right. Anyway, just a little bit of psychology there at the end, because I know that some people enjoy that aspect of things. Some people do not. So thank you guys for those of you who stayed around until the end. And again, wishing you love, light, so much healing. Take care of yourselves. And I love you just the way that you are.